It feels like Kemper has, Christoph has, and the team has thought of everything. So my name is Eric Gjerdrum, and I am the stage right guitar tech for the Zimmer live show. And I'm taking care of Nile Marr's guitars here and basically monitoring our rig that we built here. Just making sure everything is running smoothly, and I'm mostly during the show just making sure that Nile is in a happy spot. And now we're in week 2, 3, maybe 3 of the tour, and we're kind of starting to settle for the sounds in the show for Nile, and it's only minor tweaks here and there, but yeah, it's been a long road with about a month of rehearsals in London, where there was a lot of tweaking, a lot of building, a lot of problem solving and stuff like that. And now we're running a smooth show. I think it's so I think we're very happy at this point. Actually, Nile has not gone over to MIDI yet. We're doing it, both him and me, so to speak, during the show. The show consists of mostly using a foundation of sounds that he has been using for a long time, which actually originates in the time when Johnny Marr was in the production. And I was not part of the show then, so I couldn't really tell you that much about the foundation of those sounds. But going forward from when I joined earlier this year, we've basically modified the sounds, some more, some less, depending on the arrangements and what's going on with the songs and all that stuff. So it's a lot of effects, mostly. Something that I needed to do this time around, which was a bit of a challenge, was to find a good sound for a banjo. which was interesting, since the few times I've been working with the banjo before was through DIs and having a proper mic on them and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting and fun to really deep dive in how to make a banjo sound great through a Kemper, and I think we actually managed to do that with very few components, mind you. But using the Kemper has always been it's very intuitive, right? So it's very user-friendly, and I think it really is the best option still, as far as if you really put down the work, it is, I think, the best sounding simulator you have there out there. So it all actually depends on the work that you put into it, and if you do that, I think you always will come out with a really, really good sound. And working on stage and the possibilities of having multiple remotes and stuff like that is obviously very handy, and especially in this case though, when we're not running MIDI for his sounds, he kind of likes to have that control, and he says that maybe sometime in the future we will switch to it, but I think he still wants to have some sort of interaction with his sounds and what's going on. So that's kind of why we've stuck with just not going to MIDI, basically. So I do some stuff off stage here. I have a remote set up, and basically I have what he has on stage, I have here in my station, and we just have a little bit of interaction going on there, which is fun. Mostly Fenders, 65s, and again, I think this is actually Johnny's old stash that he's profiled, which is all. I mean, it's mostly that. It's some stuff I don't really have it in my head right off the bat, like right now. But we can have a look through the patches if you want. Some of the tracks have very simple, just deluxes, you know, like super easy, classical, old style Fender amps, you know. And then we have some tracks like Batman, for instance, or Dark Knight as it's called. There's like this heavy, distorted, morphed sound, which is, yeah, it goes from very simple, easy, beautiful sounds to very effed up, morphed ring, like splice, and you know, it's just all over the place, which is fun. We're very happy with the sounds that we've basically took what we have from the old profilers and just put them in here and tweaked them and kind of, I would say, polished them and kind of yeah, basically polished them and worked them on them a bit to fit into the new arrangements and the new additions to the band, and there is always adjustments to be made, so to speak. So yeah, it feels like Kemper Christoph has, and the team has thought of everything. You know, previous to this, I did a tour with the Kemper players, and had those as I had two of those, main and backup, and they were always just very solid, and it's solid machines. It's very solid machines, and again, it feels like everything has been thought about. So I'm very happy with the setup we have right now.